I have a great idea.
But I'll never do it.
It might happen. Sure. The monkeys might fly out of my butt. I don't think so.
I don't see it happening.
Hey guys,
Hey!
it's me, Louise.
And it's me, John, and you're listening to your favorite show in the world. I've got a great idea.
Great idea. Oh, wait.
Okay. Okay. I have a great idea,
But I'm never going to do it.
but I'll never do it because it's not happening. This is the podcast that's all about those great ideas that we have that we're never going to do.
No.
And I don't know if anybody can hear, but my dog is going crazy upstairs. Can you hear that? Yeah.
I was trying to sync up so that when she barked, I barked, but
I don't know what's going on with her. She probably heard anything at all moving outside. She'll get over it. So, hey, Louise, what's going on?
Rustling, leaves, rustling.
Yeah, just the wind.
I mean, life is crazy.
Life is crazy, man. Let's talk
Yeah.
about it.
I feel like I got a sty. Probably should be wearing my glasses. Like last night, I was like, Chris, can you look at this eye that's totally normal and this one? And he's like, yeah. I cut my finger
Oh, no.
cutting an onion. Thank God for fingernails, because I would have chopped that whole thing off if I didn't hit nail.
Oh. That's one of those things that just makes me absolutely crazy. Is like anything having to do with fingernails or toenails.
Oh.
It's just like, ugh.
Wow. All right. Sorry that I bite mine so often in front of you.
Oh.
But this was an injury of the flesh.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's
I was
and
thankful for the fingernails.
maybe there's an idea in this where it's like a procedure that can be done or a pill that can be taken that just like stops the growth of fingernails and just like keeps them like you can't bite them off, you can't do anything with them. They are just there for good, and that's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey Daisy, did you get that out of your system? She just came to say hi to me.
Hey.
And now she's gonna go. Nope, she walked right past her new favorite toy, and off to the couch.
She's like,
yeah,
this old thing. That was my favorite toy yesterday.
Been there. We already played with this today. Yawn.
Well,
yes.
just have you ever had like a really wet onion? And you know how it has like layers and layers and well, have you? And so it was like I was cutting and then it like slid off of itself.
Uh-huh.
But that's where the danger was.
Got it. Ugh.
And then I haven't been able to like say real sentences. I've been misusing words. I tried to get on the subway with my keys, my apartment keys.
You're
It's
just
been a
having a
time.
day.
It's been a week.
It's been a week, man.
It's been a week. I can't wait for vacation.
Vacation?
I'm gonna go to Nepal.
What?
Yeah, I can't believe we've never talked about this.
No, what's going on?
This was an idea that I had, and I am gonna do it.
Okay. Just going to Nepal?
Yeah, a friend of mine works for the State Department, and so he gets stationed all over the world. And before, I didn't know that it was like possible for me to just go there.
Yeah.
I thought, oh man, he's working and busy and probably lives in a tiny apartment. But instead, the U.S. government goes, here are these big, huge places to live in the places that we send you. I'm sure you live in tiny apartments in other places, but
I think you have told me about this before, but I didn't realize that you were going to Nepal.
he's there now.
I didn't know that.
He
This is
used
news
to
to
be in
me.
Brazil,
Brazil.
and I went twice that time. But this time, Nepal.
Oh, man. That's
I'm
so
very
cool.
excited.
Hey, shout out to listener Ryan for sending me a copy of Wall-E.
Oh my God! This was an idea that followed through. Did you view it?
Not yet. Oh, come on. Give me a break. I'm a busy guy.
You're a busy guy with lots of casts and a job and a baby on the way and a dog.
I know. Dog before all else. Hey, Faye.
Well, shout out, listener Ryan. Good on ya.
Yeah. Totally. And anybody can send us any movies they want. Email us greatideapod@gmail.com.
But use judgment. Like any movies.
Well,
Just
we don't have to watch them.
That's true. You know what? Send us any movies. Go ahead with all of the places they can send them.
Seriously. At Great Idea Pod on all the social media. That's how you can find out where to send us movies. All movies. All of them. Yeah. But that's not the point of this podcast. The point of this podcast is about great ideas that we're never going to do. Louise, lay it on me. What you got?
Okay. This week has been, or this time between casts, has been a super dry ideas.
Dry ideas for me. Mm-hmm. So what I've been doing instead of think of my own ideas is try to up our social media activity by posting other people's really great ideas. I think somebody had OPGI.
I think somebody had said to us, like, you're not very active. And I was like, I'll show you active. And I posted 3 things in like 10 days.
And they've gotten some likes.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Other people's ideas. Well, it's just because every time I think, I have this really great idea, I think somebody else has already thought of it.
So what?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, one of them today that I posted was an idea that I was like, this would be...
It already exists.
Yeah.
Is that the one, the mirror?
It was a mirror wiper.
It's genius.
So that when you're in the bathroom and it gets all foggy and you need to like do your makeup quick, you don't have to dirty a hand towel or
go
so you
like
just have
this.
With your hand, get like skin oil on the mirror. That's just tragic. Yeah, the other ideas I had, I don't know if they're just like way too specific for me or I have problems. I just don't know where the solutions lie. For instance, I shed a lot in the shower mostly. And
you have a lot of hair.
I have a lot of hair. A lot of times it's up because there's no other place for it to be, out of my face. And in the bathroom, after I shower, I'll run a comb, sometimes just my fingers. I'll blow dry it, and I'll turn around and I'll see like hair on the ground. And I'll think I should really pick this up right now. And I won't. I'll stop at that idea. I'll say I should do this, and then I won't. And then the next time I mosey into the bathroom, or maybe at the end of the day, and I'm racing into the apartment and trying to get all the keys to go where they go because I gotta pee, and I go into the bathroom and I sit down and I like have a moment to breathe, and I look at the floor and I'm like, there is like all this hair in here. So like maybe just like a bathroom only Roomba, or like in really super tech houses where the baseboards like blow the dust in there.
Right.
I don't know. I couldn't put my finger on it because I cut it. No.
Ooh, wet onion.
Yeah, wet onions. Yeah, so every time I felt like, I have this problem that needs solving, it didn't actually end up being a new idea.
I think that the solution to your problem is just quit being lazy and just pick it up
right away.
It's right there.
It's right there.
And I'm guilty of this too, all the time. Stuff in the sink, and it's just like, I'll get it next time. Later. And it's like, why not get it right now? What's the diff?
My mascara happens to be, it's not waterproof, but it happens to be really stretchy, like elasticy, when I wash my face. So instead of just like washing your face and having it all go down the drain, I have these like strings of blackness in the sink. It's just mascara. Why do you say ugh?
No, but it's just like thinking about looking into a sink that's just got these
Yes.
little black squiggles and lines.
Yes. And the thing is I can't leave it like that. So after I wipe out the sink, then I turn around and I look at the ground and I'm like, no, I can't do two things. Only one.
You've reached your max. That's
Only
it.
one. It's the sink or the floor. The sink or the floor.
Yeah, pick one. But I hear you. I feel like I've been going through something similar with the dry dia spell, where
Dry idea.
where just like nothing is coming up. I did have one, but just briefly before we get too far away from the recognizing great ideas, I read about a really great idea, a really cool invention yesterday.
For a segment, hey, did you know?
Hey, did you know? It's a water bottle that is essentially designed for people who, like yours truly, cannot get themselves to drink water.
Cannot
Ever.
hydrate properly.
No. So it's a water bottle, and it's not that expensive. I think it says it's like $20. And there's something about it like that it has like a scent to it, and it tricks your brain into thinking that you're drinking something that's flavored, but you're not. I believe I read about it on digitaltrends.com.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
It's amazing. Yeah. So anyway, that is the deal with that.
I wonder if you could, like, if it's such a, you know how, I don't know if this happens to you. This happens to me. I brush my teeth in the morning and then I'll like be walking around and I'll go, I have like one swig of coffee left. But I just brushed my teeth. I'm not going to drink it. I wonder if you would have the same, no, I can't drink the water, knowing that it's water, tasting it as a different flavor after you brush your teeth.
There's
mean-
only one way to find out.
Experimentation.
Exactly. The
Or
scientific
ask
method.
somebody who knows.
Or that. But while we're talking about brushing teeth, I got to give a shout out to my buddy Louise, who I'm doing this podcast with right now, who sent me a new type of toothbrushing material.
Did you get brave enough to try?
What do you mean brave enough to try? I've been using it every day.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you had texted me on the first day. This is terrific, and I'm terrified.
Oh, I don't remember exactly
Terrifying?
when it was because I might have
I could've
not
made it
done
up.
it yet, but I've done it every single
Okay.
toothbrush since.
And
Okay, for everybody who's listening who isn't me and Louise, here's what this is. It's called the Dirt, and it is like a powdered clay
yeah,
with different types of spices that you, what you do is you wet your toothbrush, you dip it into the little jar, and then you just kind of like tap off the excess, and then brush your teeth with it. And
and it's vegan and paraben free and gluten free.
they make a big deal about it being like super paleo. Yeah, like
That's weird.
on like the website and all, if you like look for it online, it's like paleonews.com review. And it's weird. There's not.
Wait, you read a review? Because I just saw an ad and I was like, I'll buy that.
I
Like,
I looked for reviews and I couldn't find anything really of substance.
Okay.
But it's interesting. I mean, I'm so used to having that like minty sensation, and this is a savory sensation. It is like cinnamon.
Because
and
I was like gonna say savory. I get a fruity cinnamony.
it is fruity. It's fruity and spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely very different, and I have become used to it. But here's what I was thinking when you mentioned the whole coffee thing. I was like, I could totally take a swig of coffee after brushing my teeth with the Dirt, because the contrast between like the bitter coffee and like the sweet mint, that's not a factor anymore. You're kind of like mixing things that kind of go together.
Because if you do like the Dirt and the coffee, you're like almost having a dirty chai.
Basically.
Basically.
Yeah. So yeah, the dirt.
I should have also gifted you the tongue scraper.
The tongue scraper.
Oh yeah, it's like a U shape, or it looks like the St. Louis Arch, and you hold the ends of it,
Or a U shape.
or a U shape, and you stick your tongue out, and you pull it across your tongue, just to get the like weird dead skin cells and stuff. Because a lot of us floss, most of us should floss, but a lot of us floss, and then we brush, and then we jostle like maybe a antiseptic or something. Such as, but not limited to, Listerine. And that's it. Where a lot of stuff, bacteria still is living on your tongue.
Right.
And the scraper really adds a lot, especially with the dirt. I bought the scraper for myself.
I'm familiar with tongue scrapers. I just wasn't sure if you were implying that it was like The Dirt brand tongue scraper.
No.
I don't know. But yeah,
That'd be funny.
Kudos to whoever had the idea for the dirt, because it's thinking outside the tube. That's for sure.
Well, I've seen a lot of ads on Facebook too for like brush your teeth with carbon, and they look like they've had like black jelly beans.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, and then they spit it out or rinse it out, but they always cut. They don't show you how hard it is to get that off your teeth or whatever. And they do look whiter, but is that cleaning my teeth and getting rid of the bacteria, or is that just whitening them in that moment? I don't know.
We may never know.
We may never know.
The scientific method.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you are still using it. I got you 6 months worth.
Right. This little jar lasts for 6 months. I think that's really cool. I mean, we'll see. How long have you been using yours?
I think since just like 2 weeks before you got yours.
Oh, okay. So we don't know if it's a legit 6 months, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out for you and we'll report back.
Stay tuned, listeners. But yeah, let's talk ideas. So there, nothing fresh for you?
Not really. Every time I thought about something, I ended up telling myself like it wasn't good enough or innovative enough. And so then I wouldn't write it down. And then I was like, oh, what was that thing I was thinking that I should have kept brainstorming about? It's gone.
Well, I don't know if mine is necessarily groundbreaking. And for all we know, this does already exist. But right now we are, I guess, probably towards the tail end of cold and flu season. Yeah, it's a thing. And that also means that it's humidifier season. Now, something that's always being stressed is how important it is to clean your humidifier regularly because of bacteria. Yeah, talking about the big B again. And okay, I don't know if every man, Daisy is just having at it again. I don't know if every single humidifier is like this, but the one that I have and ones that I've had in the past are pains in the butt to clean. I don't know. So I know we've talked about different uses for like Alka-Seltzer-y type tablets to put into things, but why can't there be some sort of like tablet that you put into something that it's okay for it to kind of go back into the air? I don't know, maybe like something like denture cleaning tablets would do the trick. Maybe that's a life hack that
or you know those bottles, I'm so used to branding. I'm sorry. Like those Swell bottles that unless you buy a specific brush, you can't stick like a dish brush in there or a washcloth. So they have these tablets specifically for water bottles.
Really? Because I have a Swell bottle and I just use the denture cleaning tablets.
Oh, and yeah, they're specific bottle ones so that they don't like corrode the inside of the aluminum or whatever in a way, but they, what is it called? I was going to say neutralize, but that's not what it's called. Clean. We'll just say clean.
They
That's
clean.
easiest. They just clean it. Yeah. And again, there's probably many brands, but the kind that I've used and had success with is Bottle Bright. Or if you have a Soda Stream, those bottles are often hard to clean.
Right.
And they have like I use them in those too. But yeah, why couldn't there be that for a humidifier?
They're just such a pain in the ass to clean. They really are. There must be a better way.
There must be a better way.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was one that I had. Nothing crazy, but a practical idea.
Now, just to get specific, when you say they're a pain to clean, do you mean like the base part that has the motor
Yes.
with like the filter, or do you mean because the inside of the water chamber can get pretty gross too?
The inside of the water chamber, in a lot of ways, I feel like is a lost cause. I don't know how to necessarily get in there because there's really no way in unless you have like the skinniest hands and wrists on the planet.
The part that you would fill it up with the
I know,
water in the first
it's only
place is like, yeah.
It's the smallest thing.
And
It's
then
like-
even if you could stick a brush in there, you'd need it to get like all of the surfaces in there. Yeah. So what if we take a cue from your brother Scott and his genius idea? What if there was also a way to like disengage it to be like a hummus container or a salsa container, so that you do fill it up from the spout part on normal occasions, but when you go to clean it, you just like flip up parts on the side.
The entire base, the entire thing comes up.
And that way you can like actually
get
in there with your hand and then put it back together,
You know
seal
what?
it down.
I wonder if you actually can, and like I just never.
We just don't know.
We just don't know.
No, because everyone that I've ever seen looks like a tank.
Yeah.
With a little spout and a place on the bottom that you fill it up. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Unless
That's
we're
what I've
talking
got.
about like water bottle ones or like super fancy ones that look like old time art lady butts.
Right. Old time art lady butts. Episode title.
My brain is not working lately. It's just not working.
It's working when it comes to creating incredible episode titles for us, though.
Oh my god. Okay.
So yeah, that's what I've got. You know what I just realized? I don't remember what my challenge was for this week.
Oh, I remember what mine was. Yours, you know what? I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't remember either.
Oh, did you write it down?
I did. I write them down every week.
Oh, please
in
tell me,
case.
and then I've got like a half hour to come up with one.
Oh my god! Why won't? Okay. Sorry, the board is being a little bit.
And by the way, I just need.
I got it.
What was it?
Ziploc
Oh, yeah, Ziploc.
sandwich. Yeah,
An already
Brandon.
perfect invention.
an already perfect one.
Yeah. By the way, if anybody's wondering why we haven't had the YouTube videos up recently, it's because for some reason we record our Skype call, and for some reason the audio and video, the video keeps on slipping back and forth, and there's just no way to get it in sync for more than like a few seconds. So
It's just not worth it.
if it works, it'll go up. How about that?
And if you want to see our faces, follow us on other forms of
At Great Idea Pod. Yo. Send us movies. We're so
Yeah.
bored.
Send us pictures of yourself, and maybe we'll send you pictures of us and movies. We won't
Like-
send you movies, but
PG pictures, please.
I wanted to say headshot, but that's not what it would be. A professional picture.
Send us a
I don't know.
LinkedIn request.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh.
So another idea that I had, and this is actually one that I've had in the vault because I didn't want to talk about this until it was okay to start talking about baby stuff. But, and before anybody writes to us with an angry, strongly worded letter, which I know you're tempted to do, I will say I've read the same articles saying that it's maybe not so good to play music for your babies, but here we go. And if this does go on YouTube, anyone just saw that Louise was fiddling with an earbud, and what I'm talking about is an earbud that goes inside of the belly button that is maybe designed to fill the womb with sound. I don't know how baby bodies work. I just don't know. I don't know the mechanisms of sound in the womb. That said, a little earbud specifically designed to go in the belly button, or if it goes and you got the outie going, and like a little clamp-on version. It's a completely umbilical experience.
You really had a tagline.
Well, I'm just saying it like it is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, people have said that it's not good to play music for your baby?
Okay. Here's something that I've learned about the whole having a baby thing, is that the internet is an awful place where people will tell you that what you're doing is going to kill your baby.
Oh.
No matter what it is. It's like, you're eating fresh fruit, your baby is gonna die.
Yeah.
All of these things. It's just like the most insane stuff ever. And granted, there are a few things that are factually accurate, but you typically won't find somebody writing an article about that not being true. But the things that, are completely fine to do, like eating celery. Breathing. Yeah. It's just like,
if you breathe too hard, you're going to smash your baby with your ribs.
Right. Don't go swimming. They'll sub-drown. I don't even know what that would be. But anyway, it's complete nonsense.
The internet. Okay.
It's the internet. I hope that no one listening has had bad experiences that are specific to the examples given. But let's assume that everything went fine, and yeah, we're good. We're good.
Well, I have not read these articles. I was unaware that was even a thing. What music would you like to play?
Well, that's actually what I was just gonna talk about. Like,
well-rounded, different genres.
Different genres. It all, I really want my child to grow up in a very musical environment. I just kind of want there to be always music playing, always. Thanks to the Sonos Corporation, my whole house is covered.
Nice.
So,
nice.
I
want
maybe
that for my unborn baby too.
Yeah.
I just want it to be musical.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know exactly what types of music it would be. I think it would be a nice blend. Probably no ultra right-wing Americana country music, but unless I'm trying to teach them a lesson.
Yeah, but what about like liberal, funky country music?
Liberal, funky country music. Another great episode title, but I'm not sure exactly what that would be.
I can give you some suggestions later.
Later, okay.
You don't want to talk about them, but I don't want to like promote somebody without really. I don't know.
Well,
here's the next question, sub question before we get into this. When you listen to music, are you listening for like a beat that you can just feel? Are you listening for like melody, peaks and valleys of the pitch? Are you listening to the story that's being told? Are you a lyrics person?
More often than not, it's a melody thing for me. Okay. But there are days when it's, some of the other stuff. I don't know. Okay. It's not like there's a time and place for everything, basically.
There is.
Yeah. And, as far as my future child goes, coming this summer, it's hard to say, like, what's going to get that kid going, Right. And I wonder if there is any kind of correlation between, like, music that's played while the baby is in utero and what they dig when they're outside in the real world.
Yeah. Or like what makes them like really uncomfortable and be like kicked, and what makes them like go, I was kicking, but now I'm gonna just chill out for a second.
It's chill time. It's chill time.
Yeah.
Who is this? Paul Simon? I love it. So chill.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I can't wait to hear all about. I mean, when you read these articles, are you sharing them with the mother of your child? Or are you just kind of reading them and being like, that's just going to be too stressful?
No, we don't share a lot of those articles with each other. Sometimes she'll tell me about things that she reads, and I'll say, that's insane. And then she'll go, yeah, I know. And then that's the end of that.
And then that's the end of it. Okay.
Yeah. But we're both reading so much all the time that it's impossible to like always be reading the same stuff.
A friend of mine who I asked advice about once, not for a baby of mine, but knowing that my challenge last week was pregnancy, she was like, well, here's the thing. Everything is going to kill you.
Yeah.
And that your doctor will even also say that. Like, now this could happen, and there's a 1 in
they have to say that
50,000 chance that it will, but you'll die.
Yeah. I did have a wonderful idea that I shared with my wife earlier. We don't yet know what the sex of the baby is going to be, so I will say that as a disclaimer right now. But I asked Laura if we could name our child Adele Dazeem, and she said yes.
Oh! I like it.
Oh. The one and only Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem Richardson.
Yep. That's it.
I like it. I just yelled and my dog was like...
Dogs are so weird.
Mama?
So why don't we talk about our challenges? And I'll let you go first because I was just reminded of mine.
Okay, so mine was the dentist.
Right.
And a couple...
Which is so funny because we've been talking about teeth stuff
and I was going to
so
segue in, but then I was like, we're not there yet. Don't push it.
Right.
You've been talking a lot, Louise. Zip it. Which
like a
goes to
Ziploc.
you. Okay. So I don't have a complicated relationship with the dentist. Mm-hmm. I actually love going to the dentist. I know I'm probably crazy. I don't partake in recreational stimulants or depressants unless it's alcohol, and then I do. But
or coffee. You drink coffee, right?
Oh, I guess. Yeah,
and
coffee.
Tea.
Yeah. Oh, well, anyway. I guess I meant like, all right, I'm a liar. I just lie. Not on purpose, just I do it. But I like being supervised for that if you need it. An idea that I had to make other people feel better about being there was if you're a lady or a man and you go and get a manicure, that when your hands go into the dryers, they will rub your shoulders. Or if you go to the hair salon and you get shampooed and then they have to sort of either change people or move you to a different place to sit, and there's a bit of a traffic delay. Sometimes they'll say, would you like a complimentary hand massage? Mm-hmm. So I was thinking, instead of being just in the waiting area, and I know it would get kind of crowded also back when you're in the chair reclining, but if the doctor's all up in your face, if you could get a complimentary hand massage on the other side of the chair so that you're not as stressed out, or it feels like a little more, it's really invasive to have somebody's hands in your mouth. I kind of like being at the dentist. It gives me a chance to be really close to somebody's face without having to be intimate with them. Like sometimes I'll just see like how long I can like look somebody in the eye before they like need to recognize that I'm doing it and then look away. Or I will look at particular hairs that don't belong and I'm like, oh, should I tell them they should probably pluck that one hair? Or sometimes I like to look at my own reflection in the glasses. Mm-hmm. I miss the days of just really cool posters on the ceiling. Now, at the dentist I have now, they have a screen and it changes, but it's not a TV. It's just a screen that changes. And I'm like, I wasn't done looking at that. Sometimes, the doctor is still on one side of your mouth, and then the thing changes, and then you'll get the magic moment where the thing changes and they change regions of your mouth, and you're like, it's together, and then it won't happen again. So, just a poster, that's all we need. Or, yeah, the hand massage, if you're into having your feet rubbed, you could have that maybe if that's not too gross, but...
Nobody's doing anything close to the feet, so, yeah.
Just get down there.
You got me thinking a little bit, and I know that sometimes when you go to the dentist and they're doing a bunch of stuff in there, it can get... that area can get a little crusty because of, having to keep your mouth open.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of uncomfortable. So... I feel like it should be kind of like a first-class experience. You're paying a lot of money to be there, first of all.
You're paying a lot of money to be
there.
there.
The least they could do is give you, a warm towel to put on your face. Oh, that would be so nice.
Like when you go to sometimes sushi restaurants, will give you, a warm towel to, Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also thinking, have we ever talked about me winning the lottery before?
What?
Me and you. Have we talked about that?
No.
Okay, because one of the first things, the first 3 things that I would buy.
Okay. You made it seem like you had won the lottery.
No. Hypothetical. If I win the lottery. Have we talked about this?
I am not sure. Go on.
So one of the first things that I would buy would be the...
Oh, the little Mr. Suck thing?
Love that thing. I love that thing. Every time I get an opportunity, at my dentist now, they're like, do you want to hold it? And I'm like, uh-huh. And then they're like, whenever you need it. And I'm like,
How much do those go? How much do those go for?
I don't know. But it just seems excessive. If it's $300 or something.
But why can't it be like a vacuum cleaner attachment?
I guess it could be.
Because if the only thing it's touching is the inside of your mouth and you have control over it, why not?
But what about dust mites that are getting sucked up the similar hose and then?
Yeah, but they're all going in.
Oh. I mean, unless you suck up a mama spider that gives birth inside the vacuum bag, and then they could crawl out. But
yeah, but just have a little filter on the end.
Yeah,
poking holes in all of your complaints here.
No, yeah, and they are very specific complaints.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my idea. Just go back to regular posters. Give us some complimentary,
right,
first class situations
amenities.
Because I can't fix everyone's teeth. I can't make you floss on your own. I don't know how to make it less scary. Different music soothes different people in different ways. Mm-hmm. So let's just get hand massages and feet massages and warm towels and...
That sounds really nice.
...control of our own suckies.
Yeah. I mean, I personally don't mind going to the dentist. I don't have a problem with it. But that does sound really nice.
Yeah.
I'd rather that than have to watch the Today Show, which...
Yes.
Is bound to happen at some point in your dentist going lifetime.
I would rather, as a 33-year-old woman, still do a highlights, find hidden pictures, treasure hunt thing.
Yeah.
In a highlights magazine than watch terrible morning television.
Right. It's so bad. And now all the guys are starting to wear these crazy plaid suits. And it's supposed to be all cool. If you watch the Today Show, it's since when did that become an okay thing to wear? Because I'm not enjoying it. It is not pleasing for my eyes.
Are you a hipster businessman?
I don't know what they're going for.
What
but
I'll
tell you what. I think I've got a pretty good idea for Ziploc bags.
Let's hear it. Wow, that was quick.
All right. Okay, what are some images that stick out in your mind about the latest inauguration?
Poor Melania.
Okay, let's think funny and not depressing.
Oh, George and his poncho?
Yeah, exactly. Why can't we have like Ziploc ponchos or Ziploc raincoats that, you can fold
Yes.
up and keep like in a glove compartment or something? And I mean, that plastic holds up really well. And, the Ziploc technology is great, whether it's the zipper lock or it's like kind of thing.
And whether it is a jacket that then zips up or it's like one size fits all and you just press it to where you need it to be.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that's good.
If you need bigger armholes or smaller ones, you just...
Cringe it up.
Yeah, cringe it up.
Cringe it up.
That's the new tagline for that. I wonder if you could even have like a crinched on hood.
I think that you should.
Yeah, or should the hood just be part of it?
The hood should probably be part of it. If you're putting yourself in a Ziploc bag,
Yeah,
the
you should
head
probably.
counts too.
You're right. You're
But
right.
what I also would really like is
That's the sub tagline. The head counts too.
the head counts too. You know how on Ziploc bags though they have like that little like white section where you're supposed to like write stuff on it?
Yeah.
They should totally have that on there, and like you can write things on it, and you can put like
it.
contents, one human who is dry.
Or if you have like 6 kids, you could put their names on it, because then you could do when you get angry with them for stomping in puddles in their sneakers because you're an angry parent and you're taking all the fun out of everything. You won't have to go through all the kids' names. You could just yell at the one that's name you could read. Because look, you're the baby out of your family, but
This is
I'm
true.
the only. I'm the only. And my mom would call me her sister's names and the dog's name. And I would be like, you have one child. How do you not know my name?
So you're just talking about labeling people. Just like putting
Well-
labels on everybody with their names just to say, easy access, this is who I am. Call me by my name, not the dog's.
That's right. Well, sometimes parents like need a little help. I mean, you should have heard the things I was saying. Just like, I mean, they're not going to be as dumb now that I made that disclaimer, but I'll just go back and say I tried to get on the subway with my keys. So
That's true. That's true. Well, now that we've talked about our challenge ideas, let's talk about our challenges for the next episode. And I promise I'll remember this time. Although in a
Okay.
pinch, I think I did okay. But
Okay.
my challenge for you for the next episode is a solution for wet onions.
this is going to be really important for me.
Yes, this is This one is one that you'll probably actually end up using because, as we can
probably will
tell,
end up
this is a
using this
problem
one.
for you.
Just one time.
That's all it takes.
But it was a bad one time. I said to Chris, because he was like, are you going to be able to stop that from bleeding? And at first he was kind of scared, and I was like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I was like, the last time I cut my finger this badly was when I was in high school and cutting a bagel, and my finger slipped through the hole of the bagel. And he
Oh
was like,
no.
that's not easy. And I was like, you'd think not, but it really, like I was holding it and I was cutting it and then it just went, and that was bad. And I was like, I need to go to the hospital. And my mom was like, can you lay a number 2 pencil in it? And I was like, no. And she's like, it's fine. To this day, my finger is not it's not curved properly because it didn't heal properly. I probably should have had stitches, but
Yeah.
my mom was always like, can you lay a number 2 pencil in it? All right, wet onions.
Wet onions.
Okay.
Yeah. But before you get to mine, I have a question for you about
Okay.
bagels.
Okay.
I don't know if this is going to sound crazy or not, but why do we need to have a hole in the center of a bagel? Why can't they just be non-hold? Just like,
So I think
Bagel
it
bread.
has to do with the way that it's made. And if you did it the other way, I think it would get to be too much in a ball. Do you know how bagels are made?
I've seen videos on bagels being made, but I don't know the science behind why there has to be that space.
Well, I guess I don't really know the science either, other than the alternative would be just a little different. Like, you know how they roll it out and then they close it together? It will, like, it pinches and twists. Then they drop it in the super hot water. Yeah, and then they bake it.
Yeah.
So if you just had like a ball that you flattened and threw the ball in instead of making, would it puff out differently? Would it start to look like Saturn instead of?
I wouldn't mind a bagel that looks like Saturn.
But it would be like too bready in the middle, maybe. I don't know if it's for. I don't know why, but I just wonder if it would like try to become in the boiling water without the hole in the middle. If it would try to somehow.
Ooh, Roland's turn.
Yep. Somebody's in the hallway.
Uh-oh.
So he's just telling everyone.
Good
Get
to
out
know.
Of the hallway.
Thanks, Road Dog.
That's right. That Road Dog, he's a good protector. I know you guys didn't see it, but I just had a pathetic picture of him like over Chris's shoulder, like looking like, and Chris like carrying him into the bedroom. I don't know. I guess we should do a little research, but
Meh.
We'll just chalk it up to hundreds of years of bagel making.
If anybody knows of any movies that talk about the science of bagel making, send them to us. greatideapod@gmail.com.
And if anybody has any passions for making such a movie, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, give me a challenge.
Okay. It's not going to be super crazy. Backpacks.
Ooh, okay.
A way to innovate, change, improve. That's the same as innovate.
The interesting thing about backpacks is that people are constantly trying to innovate them. Constantly. For a while, they were the same. But then the year 2002 happened, and then it was like, but wait, what if it were different? And then every year since then, the same question comes up.
What if it were different?
So now it's my turn. Okay? Backpacks.
Backpacks.
And on that note, I think it's time to wrap things up. But I think that this next couple of weeks is going to be different for you. You're going to have all kinds of crazy ideas.
I think so too.
When is your trip?
March 8th.
Oh, okay.
It's weird because I lose a day and then I come back on the same day I left.
Oh,
Like it's
interesting.
So whenever anybody's like, when do you get there? I'm like, it's different from when I leave. When are you coming back? The same.
The same.
Yeah. March 8th, and I'm going to be gone 10 days.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's going to be pretty cool.
I think so too. Well, we do have another episode before then, so maybe the challenge for the next one will have something to do with that. We'll see.
Very cool.
But backpacks and wet onions. Get ready, folks.
Wet onions.
Wet onions. All right. Well, Louise, as always, thanks for being a pal and hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out with me. This is
All
the
right.
best.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I don't see it happening.